Hi everyone, this is Alicia from MoneyPigTrading. Today, let us discuss 23 Q1 technology stocks, earnings review, and our Facebook options 1000% return. First of all, we discussed the Netflix earnings report in the previous video, and the video link will be in the upper right corner. Next, let us discuss Facebook's earnings. Revenue topped expectations, lowering the costs. $40 billion stock repurchases. Monthly active users 200K more than expected. In addition, Zuckerberg said that he will refocus on Facebook's core business, advertising. In the figure below, we can see that Facebook's revenue growth is still negative compared with the same period last year, but the market has predicted that Facebook's revenue growth momentum will recover, so the stock price has exploded. We raised our 2024 price target to $250 a share. Facebook's stock price has not performed well since the last earnings report, and the tax loss harvesting at the end of 2022 just made the Facebook stock oversold to $88. But since the beginning of the year, using data analysis, we have noticed that institutions have been buying Facebook shares for hundreds of millions of dollars every week, and buying hundreds of millions of dollars in call options. Coupled with our technical and fundamental analysis, we predict that Facebook's stock price may change dramatically after its earnings report. So before the earnings, we simultaneously bought the Facebook 134 put option and 165 call option, as shown on the right, and this option strategy brought us a huge 1000% return when Facebook rose to $185 after earnings. Our $350 small account starting in May 22 also has a set of Facebook option contracts, which bring huge returns, and successfully grew the account to about $3,000, and the current annual return is 143%. Then let us see Apple earnings. Apple's EPS, revenue, and iPhone sales are all lower than expected due to the supply chain problems in China. However, the market has already priced in these poor numbers. Apple said it expects iPhone sales to grow faster over the next quarters, and the supply chain issues will be easing. Also, their services business set an all-time high revenue of $2.08 billion in the quarter. Therefore, Apple's stock price pushed up after the earnings report. Finally, let us see two mediocre earnings reports, Google and Amazon. First, Google's EPS was lower than expected, and revenue was higher than expected. No updates on generative artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT-like products, and nothing too surprising. Shares rose slightly after the earnings report. Amazon's revenue and cloud business revenue were higher than expected. Amazon's revenue guidance is usually a wide range, which brings a lot of uncertainties. But Amazon's earnings report is not as bad as everyone imagined. As long as the economy does not experience a severe recession later this year, Amazon's stock price might have a chance to rise sharply in the next earnings reports this year. This year's FANG's earnings are not as bad as everyone imagined. As inflation cools down, the Fed is about to slow down its pace of rate hikes. Therefore, since the beginning of this year, the rise of U.S. stocks has been fast and furious. As long as the economy does not experience a severe recession in the second half of this year, the U.S. stock market could continue to be quite bullish this year. Make sure to give a like in our video and follow us at MoneyPigTrading. If you are interested in our robust Discord community, feel free to check us out at MoneyPigTrading.com. Feel free to follow MoneyPigTrading on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, Reddit. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.